Welcome back for another Complex Convo with your girl, Sonia B. That's me. Today's Complex Conversation is in honor of Motivation Monday, Money Monday, Marketing Monday, all these hashtags that you see typically from your circle of influence. So, over the past couple of weeks, I have been looking for a new rental property. And it became very clear to me, that it was necessary to have continuous conversations with my younger sons about the importance of your credit score. And my son asked, why does a three-digit number have so much power over your life? And that's a good question. And it's amazing how many of us take that three-digit score for granted, myself included. I remember, I think the credit score range was maybe 750, 800 at the best, being the best credit score many years ago. Having a credit score in the 700s, I didn't think anything of it because I could go on the car lot and buy any car that I wanted. I could purchase a home at the age of 20. It was nothing for me to grab a credit card from my favorite store or one of your major banks. And it wasn't until later in life, when I lived a little bit more and experienced a little bit more and payments slipped and cars repossessed, that you learn how damaging that is to your credit score. So fast forward to me having kids and wanting to do for them what was not done for me, and that is financial literacy. And you're probably asking, how can someone who clearly wasn't financially literate provide financial literacy to their offspring? Well, if you read any of my books, I write by experience, and so I teach by experience. And some of us learn life's best lessons by experience, so that would be me. And an interaction that I had with a potential landlord really made me think long and hard about this topic, and so I finally saved it for today to discuss here with you in one of our complex conversations. Most applications, if you've ever rented an apartment or a home, they ask anyone over the age of 18 complete an application. Well, that's fine. That's fair. I understand you want to hold everyone over the age of 18 financially responsible. But with that is the assumption that the person over the age of 18 or 18 for that matter, has some type of credit score. Now, having no credit is just as detrimental to the credit rating process as having bad credit because they have no credit score. So I explained to the man, that's fine if you want an application for my son who's 21. He has no credit. He has a credit card, but that's not going to lend him, this huge score. And his statement was, well, my sister is 21 and I make it a point to make sure that she has at least a 720. And my response to that was, you probably added your sister, or your parents added you guys as children to their credit card at a young age, so that by the time you did start to want to utilize your credit, it looked like you had established credit at a great rate, at a great credit score. And he looked really surprised that I even knew that. So that to me even made it more apparent that, as parents, as adults, we really need to get our financial literacy game up. There are many of us over the age of 45, and I know younger are watching, but I'm talking to those of us who should be planning for end-of-life circumstances. Do we have life insurance? Do we have our credit right? Have we purchased the property? Do we have a will? Do we have advance directives? These are all the things that we do not think about. So my Motivation Monday, Money Monday, PSA to you is to get your financial literacy game up. Understand the importance of end-of-life planning, even if you feel like you're going to live forever. I know we, at some point, think we're going to be young and live footloose and fancy-free, but, too many of us have passed on, and you get to planning the ceremony or the funeral ceremony, that is, and you realize you don't have life insurance. So the family is scrambling to have dinner sales and GoFundMe campaigns to raise money for something that if we had literally sat down, took a few minutes as a family to discuss and plan and purchase the necessary life insurance plans, we wouldn't have to do this. We would not have to do this. And far too often it's happening, and we're losing people. Those of you watching the video you could probably name 5 people that you lost in your friend circle or in your circle of influence over the last 5 years. Not even 10, 5. 5. So again, my PSA to you is get your financial literacy knowledge. Get it up there. Study. Surround yourself with people who know, who could put you up on some game, who could teach you a few things. Align yourself with someone who either knows someone who sells or does sell life insurance, and a good policy. I'm not talking about some cash value policy. A true policy that is going to protect you and your loved ones that you're going to leave behind, because we're all going to leave somebody behind. And those somebodies that we're going to leave behind are going to be financially responsible for burying us. And if we don't educate our children on financial literacy, saving money, the importance of having good credit, the importance of having a life insurance policy when one becomes available to you, they are going to be those somebodies that we leave behind that are scrambling to have dinner sales and GoFundMe campaigns. And talking about, how are we going to bury our mom, our father, our sister, our brother, our aunts, our uncles. This is ridiculous. Okay? So I'm pleading with you out there. If you have good credit now, maintain that good credit. If you don't have good credit, it is not too late to learn financial literacy, to get your credit together. And I'm not by any means, certified in any type of financial planning. But what I can tell you that I've learned over the years is making sure, your credit card balances are not always maxed. Making a major payment before the end of the month. So as they report at the beginning of the next month, that boosts your credit score. Those of us with student loans, probably the cost of a nice piece of property, making sure those payments are made, or you have plans in place, or payment plans in place where you're keeping in good standing. Teach your kids the importance of financial literacy. One thing that I did do when one of my sons went to college is I got him a credit card, but he was on a card with me. So as I maintained a positive payment history, that was boosting his credit score. Now, that's the only credit card that he has, so it doesn't do him too much good. But, having some credit is better than having no credit at all. And for those of you who have no credit, establish some credit. Get a credit card with a reputable bank. Make your payments. Make sure you don't maintain over 30% of your balance. Things like that. But if, you don't want to listen to me, align yourself with somebody who is certified in financial planning, who is certified in insurance, that can help you get your life together, because far too many of us are out here stuck, again, having fish dinner sales, GoFundMe campaigns, asking everybody to donate to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, so we can bury Uncle Robert. And Uncle Robert is sitting there in the morgue cold for a month because we're trying to get our coin together. Doesn't have to be like this. Let's educate one another. Let's bring back each one, teach one. Let's teach each other the importance of financial literacy. Okay, that's the end of my soapbox for today. But what are your thoughts? Are you in a family that you run into a situation that you lost a family member, and you too have had to have those after church Sunday dinner sales, those GoFundMe campaigns, you out there posting your Cash App, your Venmo and PayPal ID on social media sites because you need help? The family needs help to get that money up to bury that long lost relative. That if you just had a 5-minute conversation with someone reputable selling life insurance, you would have had them insured. Comment below. If you have not done so, subscribe to my channel by clicking subscribe. If you already subscribed to my channel, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you next week for another Complex Convo with your girl.